Hello, this is Samuel from Action Figure Fury, and today I bring you a review of the Hasbro Ghostbusters Plasma Series 1 Egon Spengler. The reason I say it is Series 1 because this line's just started, and I think they have plans to do other figures from the sequel and from this film, and obviously the new Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is coming out next year. That's why I'm calling this Series 1, because this is essentially the first series. And so you look at the back here. It does give indication this will be Series 1 because this is you can build Vince Clawfo, one of the Terror Dogs from the film. You can see in the back of the packaging. I'm going to show the packaging first. I do like on the side, on the spines, you have images of all the 4 Ghostbusters, which is really, really cool. I really do like this a lot. I do dig it. I'll probably have to move my packaging just up a bit so you can see Winston Zeddemore up there. So it's really, really nice packaging on this. Strangely on the back, rather than have images of the figures, like images of the 3D scans of the figures, 3D interpretations of the figures rather than the actual figure itself. It's quite strange. I know they've started for the Marvel Legends line, rather than have images of the figures, it's now images of the characters, which is quite strange. I know the only line I don't do that for is the Black Series. I don't advertise the figures on the back. On this side here, you got like the schematics of the Ghost Pack, which is really cool. On the front here, I do love the logo with the zipper, like in the jumpsuits, the classic Ghostbusters logo and Spengler Plasma Series. I do love the packaging for these. It's quite strange how I got these out of packaging, but I do dig them a lot. I've only got Spengler at the moment. It's the only Ghostbuster figure I've collected so far. I do intend to get the others, but I wanted to get Spengler first because I associated Spengler being the most, because obviously in the film he's sort of coded being on the autistic spectrum, through weird sort of social cues and whatnot, and then being on the autistic spectrum myself. That's not the only reason I like the character. I just like the character. Really enjoy Harold Ramis's performance as Spengler, and also quite enjoyed a lot of the films, and I really enjoyed the Ghostbusters remastered game. It just came out last year. Played that recently. Absolutely adored it. So that's what really inspired me to start collecting the figures. And I have to say, I'm not disappointed at all. Just to move the arm down just for a second. The likeness to the late, great Harold Ramis is absolutely phenomenal on this. It looks exactly like him. I do love the sort of... what do you call that facial expression? That sort of smirky smile. I really do like that. The glasses look really well. I know they look strange from the side of the flesh there, but you can see that the actual glass there looks really, really nice. There's no lenses, of course, or anything. Look quite strange, but really, really well done. I really do like the hairstyle as well. The capture is buff and hair, really, really nice. The body sculpt's really, really well. Just give a brief overview of. I have been interested in collecting some Ghostbuster figures, because I know. Who was it? Diamond Select Toys had the license for a while, and they produced some Ghostbusters. I never really got into them. Well, quite hard to get hold of, and I wasn't too sure about some of the sculpts and some of them. They did look good, and they came with loads of accessories, but I didn't bite the bullet on them. And then when earlier this year, or was it last year? I can't remember. Earlier this year, when Hasbro announced they've got the license, and they showed these Plasma Series figures off, that instantly sold me. Because obviously, you can easily get. Hasbro figures here in the UK more so than Diamond Select Toys, and plus most e-retailers would get these in, so I bought this off Star Action Figures, and I'm not disappointed. I can see why people do like these figures a lot. The only gripe people have really with these figures is they all don't come with the wand effects. They all don't come with those. Only Winston Zeddemore comes with one, which is a bit of a shame, but that is what it is. But this figure does look absolutely phenomenal. I can see it show the likeness to Harold Ramis again is really, really good. Got Spengler written on his name tag here. Got the classic Ghostbusters logo on the arm. Nothing on this side. Got the elbow pads, the gloves, the belt. I'm not too sure what these doohickeys do. I'm not too sure if this is where the the walkie-talkies go. Or this is the walkie-talkie. I think one of them's got one removable walkie-talkie. I'm not too. I think that's. I'm not too sure. Hold on. I probably need a refresh in the back. Either Venkman or Stantz come with the removable walkie-talkie. I can't really remember at the moment on top of my head. I haven't got over those figures yet, but I plan to pick them up soon because this figure is absolutely incredible. I do like the sculpt a lot in this figure. Really, really nice. For 18.95 figure, how much I paid for it in Star Action figures, this figure is absolutely excellent. Before going to articulation, I know some people complained about these backpacks were hard to get in. It wasn't too difficult for me because on the back there's I found mine easy. I think it probably varies from figure to figure. But on the back of him, he does have a peg hole. We can easily peg the backpacking. There's a peg at the back of it, and just get this around the side there, slide it down. It fits in very, very well. I know because some of the characters, I think it's either Ray or Peter, have a bit of a gut, which makes it a bit hard for the strap to come down. But as because they've all got slightly different body types, they're not all the same body type, which is good. Hasbro didn't cheap out on that. So you know, one of them has a bit of a hard time getting the strap on, but with Egon Spengler here, it's perfectly fine. You know, it fits him very, very well. And I do like the detailing on it. You can see all the different wires and doohickeys and stuff. It looks really, really nice. Really do dig it a lot. There's the wand itself. Mine's a bit bent. Looks really, really good. You can hold it in two hands, but I had to have it in one hand because I've got the EPK meter in the other hand. Before anything else, I'll probably go over the articulation. Egon has a ball joint in the head, so he can rotate that way, forward, down. He's also got articulated neck joint, so he can get down a little bit and back a bit as well. So he got some articulation there. He's got ball jointed shoulder. Hasn't got the pivot in there. I'm not too sure what they call that. I forgot that point of articulation. I haven't got those, which is perfectly fine. You know, don't really need to get the Ghostbusters into two thingy poses. But you go, up, down, pretty well. Forward and backwards, really, really nice. It's also got a bicep swivel, which you can see there. Double jointed elbows, so you can get a full range of motion out of those. I think, is mine getting stiff, or is it? No. Oh, yeah, you get a full range of motion out of that, which is really cool. So if you have the characters holding the walkie-talkie, you can get some pretty good poses out of that. It's very good. Pardon me. Right, he has a swivel. What hinge is that? An up and down hinge on this hand. And on this hand here, I believe it's also a up and down motion. He has a ball joint in the chest, so you can go lean forward, lean back, rotate. Yeah, the backpack doesn't get in the way. There's ball jointed hips. Again, this is slightly hinged on this side, but all this is wiring. Not too much, actually, it's connected to the belt, so it's not too much. You can go forward, goes back, goes out. Got a swivel on this leg just beneath the this wire here in the same place there as well. That works very well. And he's also got a double jointed knee, which is only slightly hindered by the sculpt there. And on this side, and he doesn't have a boot swivel. But it's ankle rocking ankle, so you can get full range of motion out of those. So you've got a full range of motion to get the Ghostbusters and some busting poses, which is really, really good. Well, that's a standard articulation for, for Hasbro's 6-inch collector lines, but it works really, really well. I don't have any complaints with the articulation when they do articulation. I know the G.I. Joes have a bit more, some of the Black Series figures now have a bit more articulation. But I can't complain with the articulation on these at all. Accessory-wise, we came with Build-A-Figure, the Vince Clortho. This is one of the dog legs. I'm not too sure if I want to complete the Build-A-Figure because I'm only really into this line to get in the Ghostbusters themselves. So I'm not too sure as of yet. I may do, I may not. But this has got some articulation. You obviously build it in 6 pieces. Vince Clortho. And he also comes with, as I mentioned before, the backpack, which pegs on here. You can also take this out of the backpack. You can have the wand in 2 hands because there's a handle here, obviously. There's a handle here. My camera decides to focus today. It's always a bit of a grumble. There's a handle here and there's a handle up here, so you can hold it in 2 hands. And there's a peg here, and there's a peg hole on the wand on this side here. You can just see it. camera's a bit funny today. You can just peg that into the backpack like so. So you can in storage, which is nice. It's nice to have some accessory storage. And he also comes with the EPK meter. I remember mostly this uses quite a lot in the game. Well, I did anyway, to find all those secrets. Really, really cool. The detailing on this is quite nice. It's quite small. It's just got a... Put Egon down for a second. It's got a little screen there. No other paint or anything. It's just got a little green screen. And it's got little things here as well where read. They'll go up and down depending on their reading. If they're reading the ghosts, use this a lot in the game. There also has a little peg at the end here. Because it's such a small accessory. This is such a... It just doesn't want to focus today. Yeah, I can see it there. That pegs onto his belt. You can see there's a little peg hole on his belt here. So you can just peg that in like so. And it fits very well. Quite nice on there. So overall, I am very, very happy with this figure of Egon Spengler. I'm definitely going to get the other Ghostbusters, and I'm very curious to see what other figures they do in this line, in this Ghostbusters Plasma Series line. They did, well, it was Hasbro PulseCon this weekend. They did have a Ghostbusters panel, and they didn't really show anything off for the Plasma collection, but they did see an unpainted work in progress Slimer. I'm not too sure if that's going to be for the Plasma series. I'm hoping so, because obviously Slimer's a big part of the franchise. So obviously they might do it in a series 2. It might get some other character, might get the Ghostbusters in their Ghostbusters 2 outfits, or we might get Plasma series Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters cartoon, or there was that 2000s one, or I'm not too sure, but I would definitely like to see this line continue. I'm definitely going to get the core 4 Ghostbusters, and I'm very curious to see what they do. How this line continues. I'm very, very curious. I'm not sure, obviously this is not going to have the length of line of Star Wars or Marvel Legends or anything, but I'm curious to see what they release next, because this is a really, really good line of figures, and I'm wondering what other licenses Hasbro will pick up to do figures like this, because I'm really, really impressed, and I'll be curious to see if any other licenses they pick up or revive, they do figures like this, because this is absolutely awesome. Highly recommend these Ghostbusters Plasma Series figures by Hasbro. They're really, really well done, very affordable, still widely available. If you're a Ghostbusters fan and haven't picked them up yet, I highly recommend doing so. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, share, and subscribe, and bye for now.